Hey, everyone, this is Rachel Bowen from Skid Row.
And this is Snake Sable from the same band.
And you're listening to Tom and Zeus
on the Shout It Out Loudcast.
Oh, boy. Here we go. This is Gene Simmons. Put that cookie down. Yes. Stop pressing the button. Stockbroker Simmons. Star? Paul Stanley. Is that what he does? Stop shouting. He's not what you would call a handsome man. Oh, no. Here come the kiss cards. Is that a positive thing? Okay. All right. I'm going to grab me an ice cold mellow yellow. Why? Why do that to the fan? Stop it. Why? Because fuck them. That's wrong. What are you talking about? 617-525-08. You do? Hey, fucko. Do you like Kiss? Settle down.
Hello. Hey, what's up there, Kiss Army? Tom and Zeus, another episode of Shout It Out Loudcast. Episode 348. The Love Gun Tour.
Oh, yeah, baby. Now we're talking. Well, now we're talking.
Yeah, tour time, Tom. Tour
That's
time.
Right. Love it. It's been a while. Yep.
So, Tom, last week we did another Ultimate Classic Rock list, the most skipped song on every Kiss album. Yep. And we did a poll. How'd that go?
Yep. So we did a poll. We picked 4 of the songs that were represented in that article. We asked you which of these songs would you be skipping the most. Options were Love Theme from Kiss, Keep Me Coming, See You in Your Dreams While the City Sleeps. Love Theme from Kiss wins the poll here, or loses the poll, at 49%, While the City Sleeps at 27%, See You in Your Dreams at 13%, Keep Me Coming at 10%. Love Theme from Kiss, not that bad. Just because.
See, my thinking is like that's kind of cheating. I probably shouldn't have put in Love Theme because it's the instrumental.
Yeah, I know, but still.
So I look at While the City Sleeps is really the worst.
I agree. Yeah, exactly. Todd Herrick says, I strongly dislike Keep Me Coming. Yeah, it's not that good. Our buddy Steve, Love Theme from Kiss, love all the other 3. Oh, okay there. Jamie Nicholas says, I signed back up to Twitter. I've been a long-time listener of your podcast. You guys crack me up, and I respect the way you guys call it as it is. Hope to meet you guys in Vegas. Love to buy you guys a drink. Well, thank you, Jamie. We look forward to meeting you and taking advantage of your drink. Thank you, my friend. What else do we got here? A lot of strong opinions. I love this. Tennessee Duke, Got Love for Sale is the biggest shocker. Indefensible to skip that track. Woo, 100%, my friend. Then Vet Halen makes a rainbow meme called Shitbo with a rainbow sprinkled pile of dog shit. Thank you, listeners. Bruce Facente, same thing. Shitbo sherbet. People are really digging that one. Bobby Kenner, fun one, boys. I was genuinely surprised on several songs, and the stats that Love Theme had on its own were totally unexpected. A lot of my skips anymore are hits I've heard too many times. Yes. Our buddy Glenn Barth, fun episode. I love the genuine reactions to the songs on the list. When Tom picked a correct one, it was like he hit a number on his bingo card. Zeus accusing him of cheating was hilarious. As always, Tom cracking up to Zeus's sound bites never gets old. Well, that's Zeus's credit right there because he knows how to get me.
I know how to what you?
You know how to get me.
Oh, Jesus, I don't think it's that much.
Jay McCauley says, mine is Rock and Roll All Night. I know it's a classic, but I would skip it. I know that's a controversial pick, but I have never liked that song. Okay, well, you know what? That's okay.
You're hurting me. You're really hurting me.
Paul, give me a fucking break, dummy. All right, that's what we got for Twitter. Let's hear what the Loudcasters have to say, Zeus. Okay.
All right, Tom, over on the Book of Face, Kevin Litton wrote egg noodle farts.
Oh, jeez.
And then Scott Clevenger put up maybe an imaginary Shout Out Loudcast t-shirt. It's got Ace holding up a stop sign on the back, says stop. Don't talk anymore.
Oh, that should be a shirt. That's good.
Says, yeah, new shirt idea.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, let's go over to Loudcasters. John Clifford writes, hold up. Am I the only one who skips I Still Love You off Creatures of the Night?
Yeah, a lot of people jumped in on that. Not a big fan of that one. I think that's an awesome ballad.
It's all right.
I mean, I don't go out of my way to listen to it, but I don't skip it. It's just the problem is for me, it's too long.
I'm just not a vinyl tard, so I don't have vinyls. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I don't play Kiss records. So
Yeah,
I think it's on shuffle.
So so even with a CD, you don't listen to an album like start to finish in order.
I don't listen to CDs. I listen to it off my phone, and when I'm in the car.
But that's what I'm saying. So you wouldn't put on like Rock and Roll Over and just listen to it in order, start to finish.
No.
Okay.
I can't remember the last time I did that for a Kiss album, other than a review for the show.
Okay.
Yeah. Brad Rustoven.
You mean Backpack Brad?
Yes. Loveless. Zeus. You now have another sound drop for your repertoire. Tom, I like Sweet Pain. Ooh.
Ugh.
Anyways, he writes, definitely some shockers in there. Sweet Pain, Got Love for Sale, Goodbye, The Street Giveth, When Lightning Strikes. They're all jams. I'm also a Zeus. You're All That I Want should not be on this list either.
Mm-hmm.
The Greek Thunder from Down Under, Thanos Akratides writes, I'm quite amazed at some of the choices at Tom. You mainly hit the nail on the head with your choices. I tend to agree with you and Zeus on most, but I must say I'm very surprised that Keep It Comin' was the least streamed song on Creatures of the Night. Love Theme from Kiss is obviously being used as background music, as in I can't see how or why it'll have 2 million streams. Would be great to do a show on the most streamed tunes or do an individual for each member. Thanks again, Rockers. Great show. Stay tuned.
Thank you. Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah. Charles, Don't Call Me Mark Eaton. I always have to skip Love Theme, Great Expectations. Then She Kissed Me, Beth. Everything but Dark Light from Elder Childhood's End. I Will Be There. I Finally Found My Way. I'll skip Fraction Mirrored off Ace's 98. I think he's trying to say
78.
He says off Ace's solo 98 out of 100 times. I Still Love You 80 out of 100. Every Time I Look at You 97 out of 100. And because of the fatigue factor, I don't need to hear Kiss do Rock and Roll All Night anymore. Those are quite specific things, man.
Yeah, but if you're skipping Rock and Roll All Night, it's not because you don't like the song. There's a difference. I feel like these numbers are because people don't want to hear these songs because they don't like the song. I mean, I skip I Love It Loud because I'm sick of it, but it's a great song. I just don't want to hear it.
Michael Galante says, Hello, Hallelujah, then skip the next 11.
That should be comment of the week.
BC Allison, great episode, Tom Zeus. I must say that most of your skip tracks are pretty accurate, although personally I only listen to Kiss on vinyl, so I rarely bother to get up and pull the stylus off the record for a single track. Here's a show idea. What side of a single Kiss album would you skip in its entirety? For me, I'd have to say side 4 of Alive 2, simply because, well, it just doesn't belong on Alive 2. Talk amongst yourselves. Thanks. But, this is a wrong podcast for taking listener suggestions, but that's okay.
But that being said, we also could do the reverse of the episode where we picked our favorite Kiss sides and picked the worst sides.
Yeah. And It's a Wonderful Life needs to be a full episode around the holidays. You didn't have a role for Paul, so maybe that annoying bird that hung around the Bailey building in Lone. And maybe Ma Bailey. Keep up the great work, Rubber Necks.
Paul could be like maybe like Bert the cab driver or Ernie the cab driver, whatever.
Yeah. Or he could be the annoying little brother. Fucking totally fucks George throughout the whole movie. Little piece of shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know you put off your life for 4 years and this, that, but I'm marrying a girl now, so fucking hit the bricks and go back to the building and loan, you fuck. Right? You totally your brother. He's a fucking dick.
Yeah, there you go. There's Paul.
Yeah. I know you got a new solo album you want to put out, but it's going to have to put on hold. I'm releasing Live to Win next.
Well, Paul could just be Clarence, the angel, who walks around with a fucking nightie on for 2 hours.
Oh, this.
Needless to say, I didn't have a lot of friends.
Don't worry, we know. I like how he uses the past tense. I didn't have a lot of friends.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Gordon Duncan, as I was running and listening, I'm making this playlist in my mind and thought I would listen to this playlist right now, even with love theme from Kiss on it. It speaks to why this band is so good. Even their weakest still makes for a great playlist. That's a nice.
Well, then, you know what, Gordon? Your wish is my command. I will add it to our Spotify playlist. I'll make it.
Oh, God. Josh Brown writes, skip all these shitbo songs. Kiss sucks. Oh, my God. Frank Anselon writes, another glorious episode that had me laughing so hard, I almost pissed my pants.
Don't do that.
I don't know what was better. The Kiss Does It's a Wonderful Life bit or cooking shit beef stroganoff with Tom and Zeus.
See?
I think there was a topic mixed in there somewhere, but I kind of forgot what it was. PC, long live Stanley, the one-hit monster. Keep those sound drops coming.
I had nothing more than a stump on the right side of my head.
Jesus Christ. The fuck?
Yeah, the fucking It's a Wonderful Life shit just stayed with me, Tom.
Oh, me too.
Silly. What's he want? And just came in to take a dump.
Buffalo girls, won't you come out tonight? And dance by the light of the moon.
I totally picture like at when he goes back and it's at Nick's bar now.
Oh, yeah.
And Peter's Nick.
Oh, God, yeah.
Out you two pixies go. You fuckers, get the fuck out of here. Hey, Peter,
through the door or out the window.
And that's another thing. Where you getting all calling me Catman? Well, that's your name, ain't it? I don't know you from a hole in the wall. Fucking Peter has Nick.
Yeah, there you go. That's definitely his
Oh,
role.
Absolutely. You know, Ace, you're worth more dead than alive. That's a lie. I wrote the greatest 78 solo album of all times. I wrote Torpedo Girl. You weren't alive to be in Kiss, so there were no solo albums. Oh, no.
Well, actually, Paul could play the role of Violet. This old thing, I only wear it when I don't care what I look like.
Oh, God.
Oh, we're going to get in trouble.
John Whiteman. I laughed out loud at the idea of Gene as Mr. Potter.
Yeah.
Then I thought about how well the Ace Gene Paul relationship fits the Christmas movie formulas of hapless simple man gets screwed by rich person at Christmas. A Christmas Carol, Christmas Vacation, lots of potential there. I'm glad there's a Kiss podcast that makes me laugh instead of cringe. Oh
no. What?
Instead of cringe at annoyingly voiced pathetic dad jokes or humorless meat-headed hosts that take kissing themselves way too seriously.
Oh, boy.
We love John, man. We love him.
Yeah, coming soon will be a Christmas Carol. That'll be the next one. Trust us.
Call me Bob Cratchit. Isn't that not Tiny? Where's Tiny Peter? No, tiny little Eric Singer. Fucking, he's definitely Tiny Tim. Oh, there's a little Tiny Tim, and he's right over there.
The ghost of Christmas past is fucking like Vinny.
It was a cold winter. We lost a lot of dogs. Where do you want me to store them? Stack them up near the garage.
Over there by the fireplace. It's getting cold.
All right, Tom, let's go over to YouTube.
You do.
You do. That's fucking stupid. Still the same fucking gags in season 1.
I'm just thinking of fucking Tiny Tim walking around and Bob Cratchit as Paul Stanley. Oh, poor Tiny Tim. Poor Stanley Eisen.
Oh. He was a big burly, what's he say?
Yeah.
Big burly in a blue leisure suit.
He was a big bulging man.
Blue leisure suit. Oh, God.
Oh, Mister, if I had a hose right now, I would beat you with it.
Greg ZVFU, I don't know. Repacking the originals makes sense with the first 3 albums. Bonus tracks, original artwork with reproduction of its goodies and extra inserts and booklet. Yeah. Could all wish for that, my friend. Joseph Kiss Sr. This was fun to play along with. Interesting that very often the most skipped song wasn't the worst song on the album. Skip the street giveth, but play Read My Body? Yikes.
Ooh, yikes is right.
Marty White. Nice to see Marty back.
Yeah, Marty. Welcome back, my friend.
Ed and Lorraine Warren are real-life paranormal investigators. The Conjuring is based on their investigations. They investigated Amityville Horror, but think it was after the Lutzes moved out. A little-known case of this involved the mysterious noises and dying grass and rotten smells in a neighborhood in Tennessee. Ed and Lorraine discovered the trouble was coming from someone's backyard. When they had the property excavated, they discovered dead dogs in Tupperware. Lorraine later said it was the most disturbing case they'd had. It gave me the willies like no other. Clearly the work of an Egyptian warrior god.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. We'll get to him a little bit later on in the news.
Yep.
All right, Tom, back to you, buddy.
All right, let's take a look at a couple things on Spotify. Again, you can comment directly on the episodes, which is very cool. Bill Sharp, after finishing this week's episode, I put on my Kiss 70s playlist. The second song on shuffle was Got Love for Sale. I got to get those streams up one listen at a time. Yes, you do, and I'll be doing the same thing, my friend. Our buddy Rick Rara, I got a case of hearty, beefy egg noodle farts. Sweet baby Jesus. Oh, it happens to the best of us, my friend. Let's take a look over at a couple things from Instagram. Clark Side of the Moon, the Kiss remake of It's a Wonderful Life and the beef stroganoff discussions had me crying. This is what I love. We talk for 90 minutes about Kiss, but people comment on that. I love it. Fantastic. Abusement. Fantastic episode. I played along with you guys during the episode, and like Tom, I got my ass kicked by Zeus. Wait, I got my ass kicked by Zeus? In what way? Okay. Good luck to
physically.
Physically.
In the looks department.
Yeah.
In the intelligence department. In the Kiss taste department.
Fair enough. Good luck to any other podcast out there that thinks they can go from box sets to Ace and beef stroganoff. They'll have better luck pulling large pieces of furniture out of their ass.
You know, I honestly think that's why this works. Because I don't think, like, you know, some of the other podcasts that are out there that people enjoy, that's great. It works for them. But I just don't think that's in them. I don't think it's their personality to
have a sense of humor and have fun and be stupid.
The stupid part they can do. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is us. This is what we do. We would be doing this if we didn't have podcasts. When we would get together and go out for drinks and hang out and be like, we haven't seen each other in a while, we would come up with stupid scenarios of fucking.
We said this when we went to go see Ace, when we were sitting at Applebee's, that whole story that we told you about, we were doing that at the booth eating our dinner.
Yeah.
Like it's not like it's like that's us. This is what we do.
Imagine if Ace had some of this spinach artichoke dip.
God, that's what we do. We can't not talk like this.
Yeah, and I think it leads to entertainment. Look, we know we're here. The main topic is always going to be Kiss. We get it. But you know what? There's more to life than Kiss. And I'm sorry, this is going to take a right turn a little bit here. The amount of people that I sometimes see that are just, their lives are this.
Their identity is literally Kiss.
You can't see a post that they put up on Facebook or anything else without some Kiss artifact in it. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yep.
I so cringe for these people because there are other people like that, but theirs is like Culture Club or theirs is like the Twilight series. Like, you're just like, oh, I'm so embarrassed for these people. I don't want to be known like that about Kiss. Like, oh, there's so-and-so's dad. Oh, there he is in his Kiss slacks and his Kiss Vans that he's got on. Like, oh, it's embarrassing.
Yep.
Am I wrong?
True. No, you're 100%. That's exactly right. Look, we love Kiss. I have like 5 drawers full of Kiss t-shirts. I don't think I've ever left my house with one of them on.
Yeah. Unless it's a concert.
Or a Kiss-related event. Yes.
Yeah. The fuck am I doing wearing that? Who's wearing a Kiss Batwing fucking sweatshirt out to their kid's football game? Seriously.
Honey, I made reservations for dinner. Hold on while I iron my animalized button-down jersey.
What?
What?
If we hung out with Loudcasters outside of something, just like, hey, let's go meet you for drinks, and one of you fucks wore that shit, I'd be like, dude, you ain't sitting with us.
We would literally bully you like it was 1985. Just be like, just no. You're not.
Holy shit, man.
No.
I don't get it, but whatever.
That's what people do. I know. All right. We got a couple things for emails here. Let's look at our buddy Scott Greer. Another great episode. Fun to try and guess what the most skipped song on each album was. Lists are fun. And who hasn't tried to play Love Theme from Kiss with a girl and follow it up with Nothing to Lose? Okay, maybe just me. And as a favor to all the Loudcasters, for the love of God, please create the play of It's a Wonderful Life with Ace and the rest of the band, including Bruce, as a holiday treat to us all, please, and to all a good night.
Yeehaw! Why, hello there, Bruce Kulick. Hey, guys.
Bruce
Kulick. Back to see how the building savings and loan is going.
Anybody feels like a Christmas breakfast, I got some Santa-shaped flapjacks over in the corner there.
What do you mean, Bailey Park? This is Pottersville. If you get it wrong again, I'm going to take my Asylum signed guitar from the era and smash it over your fucking head.
I'm going to put on my radioactive pantsuit from that tour and bludgeon you to death with it.
I'm going to take that paddle and Lisa's going to pancake your ass until tomorrow.
All right, let's finish up feedback here with a good one from our buddy Ryan Michael Scott Coogan Cronin Rodman
Kulick
Simpson Tweed Simmons Stanley Eisen whatever
Bruce Kula.
Yeah. Tom and Zeus, awesome topic to talk about this week. I don't skip many songs on their albums. Some that come to mind are Shandy, Great Expectations, Hold Me, Touch Me, Murder in High Heels. But overall, even songs that aren't that good, I don't skip. Kiss is just one of those bands for me. I know I am not speaking for myself when I say thank you for all you guys do and all the work you put into all of your podcasts. Aww. I can't imagine having regular lives than having to edit, post, monitor social media, record multiple episodes, and everything else you do, guys, with these podcasts. Even when you feel miserable, you push through, you never half-ass anything, and you continue to entertain all of the Loudcasters. Thank you, Ryan Michael Scott. No, Ryan, thank you. Because not only are you a longtime and loyal fan and supporter of the show, you get it, you get us, and you have a very kind email that you shared with us, and we appreciate it, and we like that very much. So thank you, Ryan, for all you do, generally speaking, and specifically this week with that email. Thank you. You, my friend, are the comment of the week.
Good answer. Good answer. I like the way you think. We're going to be watching you.
He is the best, seriously.
Yep, he's great. Always been
Thank
great.
you. And he's always got a sense of humor about his name, too, so that helps.
Yes, exactly.
Speaking of the best, Tom, we're going to go to Patreon.
Yeah.
And our Patreon members are the best, and we have a new one.
Yes.
Daniel Farrell joins us.
Yeah, Daniel.
Daniel joins us as a Spaceman member. So thank you, Daniel, for that. And thank you to the rest of the Patreon family. And that's what they are, family. Man, well over 100 actually paid members that help this show grow. And we have 4 different tiers, the lowest being a $3 tier, but they go up as 3 other tiers. And, you know, the higher the tier, the more perks you get. So Daniel joins as a spaceman, which we can't thank him enough, but we thank all our Patreon members. Their support is vital to the growth of Shout It Out Loudcast. So thank you, Patreon members. And if you're interested, you go to shoutitoutloudcast.com, our website.
Go to him
And right on the website landing page, you'll see Patreon. Click on that. Join one of the tiers. And with that, you get different perks, like whether it be merch, whether it be activity in the show, polls, ARC picks, video chats, all of the above. And thank you to Patreon. And if you're interested in helping the show and you want to support us, please become a member of Patreon. That's the best way to help. Thank you.
Guys, thank you so much. We appreciate everything you do. A special thanks this week to Daniel Farrell for joining the family as a spaceman. Thank you so much. Please be like Daniel. Join the family. Check it out. Click on the link on our website, shoutoutloudcast.com. Download the app. Search for us. You're not going to be disappointed. We just did our Patreon ARC pick for the month of September. Tons of perks. So please check that out. And of course, we have our end of the year mailbag coming up, which is now a Patreon exclusive. Patreons only get to submit for that mailbag. So get in on that before the end of the year. And again, thank you, Daniel.
Tom, what's going on in Kiss World?
Well, our buddy Vinny decided to share some news by bailing out of the Chiller event. One of the posts that I shared was deleted. So you might still see it on the Loudcasters, and it kind of says this content no longer available. It was a huge, big explanation, started to get into this legalese about this, that, and the other thing. But it's funny, they put up another post saying, Vinny Vincent has pulled himself out of the Chiller show. We feel sorry for all the Kiss fans that were coming to meet him. Honestly, it's literally death, taxes, and Vinny not coming through on something. It's the most predictable thing you could ever imagine, Zeus.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I feel bad for people that still support him. You want to be like, no, this time he's going to do it. But it's the same old shtick. And unfortunately, a lot of his fans and people that want to see him get hurt by it. And it's too bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I mean, I didn't see a lot of stuff. I know Kiss keeps posting, anniversary stuff, which is great. I know the buzz is starting about the box sets because we are officially into October. So start saving your money if you haven't already, because those are probably going to be coming fast and furious. Kiss did release a Halloween collection of stuff. Some of the T-shirts look cool. Some new posters with some kind of horror-themed elements to them. But, of course, they're kind of ridiculously priced. And I feel like some of this quote-unquote premium Kiss merch is getting a little bit insane. $45 T-shirts and stuff, they're getting a little bit ridiculous, even for me, who likes to buy some of the stuff, and I have not bought any of it.
Yeah, that's stuff that doesn't really interest me, to be honest with you. One little thing I can share with you about the box sets.
Yep.
We have a friend that said, I saw all the artwork, the track listing for Dress to Kill box set. I haven't heard it yet, but based on what I saw, we're not going to be disappointed.
Nice. Love it. And that comes from a trusted source. Yeah.
Yeah. Demos, live shows, and unreleased video promos and cool photos. Cobo Hall shows is what I'm told.
Love it. Fantastic.
Yeah. I trust this source more than anything. So
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So, and they know who they are. So regardless, That's what that is about. And also, finally, Tom, it appears that old friend Sinkin Stanley ran into Gene at one of the events, did a meet and greet with him, and Gene, to his credit, played it up. Hey, come over here, say something to Paul. He recorded it. He was hamming it up with him. Did not give him shit. Was cool with him, and was asking him supposedly, why are you fucking with Paul? And and to his credit, Tim said to him, because, he's fucking, because he lies or something like that. But interesting. My analysis, are these, is Gene beyond stupid? Paul's not going to get that. So Paul's going to be pissed.
So couple things. First of all, I love that when something huge in Kiss World happens, everybody reaches out to us. Whether through emails, DMs, or they try to post stuff in the group. I love it. That being said, I agree. two things have to be happening here with Gene. Either he just has an incredibly easygoing sense of humor, which we know he does, and he's like, come on, it's a fucking goof. Or, and I don't believe this, he's being kind of a dick towards Paul.
He never usually does.
No.
But the thing could be, too, if you really want to get into the weeds.
Go ahead.
I don't need Paul anymore. He's got a service. He's got a service contract with Pop House. He's going to have to deal with it regardless of whether he likes me or not.
That's right.
Now it's not me and him. Like, come on, Paul. Let's just do one more tour.
Right.
Come on, Paul. Well, I don't know if I want to do one more tour. What's in it for me?
Well, Pop House is telling you we're doing a tour.
Yeah, and exactly. And you're getting paid for it. So, motherfucker, you're doing this. And to him, he's saying,
everybody wants more money.
That's Gene's philosophy, right? So I don't fucking need Paul anymore. He's going to have to show up in Vegas whether he's mad at me or not. Fuck him.
So you bring up an interesting point. That's what we got a lot of loudcasters talking about that and be like, what is going to happen here with Vegas? Because Paul does not forget or forgive or whatever. There's a lot of problems with obviously the way Paul handles this stuff, but Gene went all in, like really all in. And I mean, I guess I'll give him credit for having a sense of humor and having fun and being like, fuck it. You only live once. This isn't a big deal. But I'm interested Paul obviously knows about it. We all know about it. It's everywhere. And if there's fallout from this, I'm interested to see how big it's going to be. Put it that way.
Yeah. I mean, the last time somebody goofed around with Tim, he's nowhere to be seen at the Kiss event.
Yeah.
So who knows? God bless him. Tim's got his shtick. He's got his thing. Good for him. Gene was great about it. Fuck it.
Yep.
Paul needs to lighten the fuck up.
Yeah, he's not going to. And one more thing, too, as we record, we're just about 6 weeks or so or less from Vegas. If you can believe it, the time has fucking flown. I cannot believe it. Still no drummer. Still no discussion of anything. Bruce talked about how he's going to be performing with Kiss. That was a little bit of news. I think we may have talked about that, but if not, Bruce talked about how he's going to be performing with Paul and Gene, which is interesting. Still no reference to who the hell is going to be drumming for these guys. So I don't know what's going to happen. I know we're all waiting for that, but I think the days of Eric Singer being part of this are long gone. I thought that from day one. 6 weeks out, his name isn't even being whispered. So
I still think he'll be there. That's just me. We'll see.
Hey, I hope you're right. I'd love to see him, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, what would you say the odds are? Ace being there or Eric Singer?
Ace.
I'm
not fucking going to Vegas.
Well, we'll see. All right, Tom, let's get to Love Gun.
Stop. Don't talk anymore. I'm hearing shit in the background. What is that?
That'd be a good t-shirt. I'm hearing shit in the background. What is that?
Isn't that when that's from the Eddie interview?
It's all from the Eddie Trunk interview.
But what do you think Eddie's doing? Yeah, there's somebody fucking construction in the office going on.
Yeah.
What is?
Yeah, they're de-icing a plane in my driveway, Ace. That's what you're hearing right now. What the fuck?
I'm hearing shit in the back. What is that? Tom, tour time, and we're doing Love Gun Tour.
Woohoo!
Yeah, this is something we do when we go through the tours. We go through specific dates, costumes, set design, and more. I don't know how many bands you would talk about tours and be like, yeah, what was Don Felder wearing during the long run tour? Well, he used to like to wear suspenders and a belt and his jean slacks,
So true.
right?
Yep.
Only Kiss. Only
That's
Kiss
what-
are we doing this.
That's why they're the fucking best, dude. That's why they're the best.
Oh, absolutely. So we've done a bunch of tours. This time we're doing classic era
Yep.
Kiss and the Love Gun tour. You're talking basically July. I know they were supposed to start on the 7th, but I think it was canceled or it was temporary on hold. So
Yep.
they started really July 8th, 1977 and end September 5th, 1977. 2 legs of the tour, only 32 shows. For Kiss, that's a fucking short tour.
Yeah, it's a very, very short tour. And the funny thing about it is, this is the image of Kiss that I started with. Love Gun is my album, this era, these costumes. Arguably, it's the most iconic looking era. The stage set, the gatefold from Alive 2. And just a heads up, the Alive 2 tour is pretty much just a continuation of the Love Gun tour. Everything was pretty much the same. You look at photos, there's no real difference. But this is officially the Love Gun tour, the dates that Zeus said from July to September. Most of the tour is Canada and the West Coast. It's kind of a weird route that they did. There's tons of bootlegs from this tour. I have a boatload of them, including a lot of those bootleg box sets. As we break down some of the shows, we can talk about that stuff. But yeah, this is just iconic Kiss that everybody thinks of when you think of like the top of the world. The probably the peak of Kiss, I would say.
Yeah, their heyday. Their real
yeah.
heyday.
Yep.
And the tour itself has based on the Love Gun album.
Mm-hmm.
They're last of their real big 6 classic albums.
Yep.
I don't put Dynasty in there with it.
I never have either, even though I love it.
But Love Gun is the tour for the last of the big 6.
Yep. Also part of this tour, and again, just kind of referring to like one of the box sets. A lot of this was some of the tour was considered. They called it the Can-Am tour. It's still generally speaking the Love Gun tour, but the Can-Am tour, the kind of the first part of it, because again, they spent a lot of time in Canada, a lot of driving. So let's get into the costumes first. We always kind of break down every aspect of the tour before we pick apart the date. So the costumes, obviously, iconic, legendary, arguably people's most favorite. I mean, it's usually between this and Destroyer. Kind of, you talk about people's costumes, right? Gene is legendary. His costume here is astonishing for me. Peter, I think this is the best that the band has ever looked. I love Paul. Certain shows he's wearing that jacket over his outfit, which he doesn't wear all the time, but I think that jacket looks badass. The boots with the chains, Ace, Peter with the bandolier, and again, Gene with the bat wings. I love Gene's demon boots and the kind of that chest plate with the chains. It's just incredible looking stuff for the band at this time, Zeus.
Yeah, Gene has got those chains and fucking the big fucking cod piece there, right?
Yep.
Paul is, he's got some things. What are those flashy fucking puffy things on his arms too?
Yep.
The stars as well.
Yep.
Peter's got what do they call those things? The
bandolier.
Yeah, the bandolier cross, and he's bare chested. And then Ace has got that classic look space stuff, and his boots are awesome. And stuff. So I mean, you either love this one as number 1 or it's number 2.
Usually
it's either Destroyer or this. That's how I always see it. I think the band looks great. These are classic albums. The costumes look great.
The costumes were designed by a couple of women named Maria Contessa and Lori Greenan, and the band traveled with 3 of each outfits while on tour. Wow. So they had 3 of them. Geez, you never know what's going to happen. Some night I might need a 4th.
I'm going to sweat right through this.
So yeah, and the cost for all this stuff, including the costumes, the stage, etc., was close to $200,000. And one interesting factoid about this kind of tour was that the band didn't make as much money as you might think, and sometimes they took a loss. And it's weird because when you think of Kiss, you think of just this invincible world-dominating band at this time, and they were, but they also weren't. I feel like this is one of those things where the memory of something is a lot bigger than the actual thing. So our memories of Love Gun and that stage and that gatefold from Alive 2, yeah, that was great. But Go online, look at some pictures of this stage set in this environment, like when the lights are like on and you can kind of see them building it. Like, that doesn't look as crazy as it really does when you see like live footage from like the Houston show or something. So I just think our memory likes to play tricks on us. We like to remember things a little bit differently than maybe they have actually happened. And I'm not trying to downplay the Love Gun tour because we'll talk about it when we get into our rankings. But yeah, and I mean, kind of segue into the stage, I guess, Zeus.
Yep. So stage, I mean, it's basically the Alive 2 stage that you see in the gatefold, right?
Yep. It's got those staircases, the flashing lights, the monster giant Kiss sign. It's got the lifts, that kind of lift them out and up that we see. It's got Peter's insane drum riser that actually, the drum riser actually goes up and out. And it's got that, the cats on it. So, I mean, it. You've seen the pictures. You've seen the posters. You've seen the gatefold, the artwork, etc. It's relatively simple when you look at it. It's just, 2 staircases, and kind of like those lifts. But that being said, when it's lit up at night and the band is going hog wild, it's crazy. This is also the introduction, Zeus, of the Sam the Serpent, that little thing that Gene would kind of lean up against over by the side. The serpent coiled around the stand there. And if you're a big Kiss nerd like me, even though I don't own it, they sell replicas of those, the tabletop versions or whatever. So that was a huge thing too that was added to the show for this first time.
Yeah, I mean, again, when you think of classic Kiss, you think of this stage, and this those outfits, and this is at its height. That's how most of us grew up, like knowing that this was their version of Kiss.
Yeah, and they had these outfits for a while. So they had them for the Love Gun tour. They had them for the Alive 2 tour. They had them for Phantom of the Park. They had them for pretty much all the way up until they changed into the crazy Dynasty costume. So they had this for a while, which is kind of unique because a lot of the other stuff was kind of changing every year. 74, 75, you kind of had like those early on, like Hotter Than Hell kind of Dress to Kill thing. Rock and Roll Over into Destroyer had obviously those incredible Destroyer, but the Love Gun outfits you had for a while, which is great for somebody like me that loves it. It's probably arguably the most photographed era of the band, maybe. Yeah. I would say maybe second would be maybe the reunion in 96, but every post, I mean, this is also when merch was at its peak. So you saw this on the lunchbox, you saw it on the puzzle, you saw it on like the color forms and all that other kind of shit. This was the version of Kiss. The Halloween costumes, those iconic Halloween costumes, had these images of the band. So this is why it's kind of burned in our brain, people our age.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The other thing that's going to be burned in our brain is this set list.
Yes.
So I'm going to read to you the set list that, generally they say was the set list for this. And I'm sure they played other songs here and there, but I'm going to read these out to you right now.
Okay.
They open with I Stole Your Love.
Of course they do. They should.
Take Me, Ladies Room, Firehouse with Gene Fire, Love Gun, Hooligan, Making Love, Christine 16, Shock Me, I Want You, Calling Dr. Love, Shout It Out Loud, God of Thunder, Rock and Roll Night, Paul, destroys his thing. In God of Thunder, Gene bass, Peter drum solo. Encore is Detroit Rock City, Beth and Black Diamond. What sticks out to you right away when you see this?
Almost nothing from the early era.
All replaced.
You have Firehouse and Black Diamond. And Rock and Roll All Night, but those first 3 albums are gone pretty much from the set list. It's all the Destroyer, Rock and Roll, the Love Gun.
I like to think of it as all the black and white Kiss is gone. Now you're into color Kiss.
Yep, that's a good way to look at it too. Yep.
It's a whole new era.
Yep,
and
it's so true.
Changed.
And it's funny too because the set list here, it's pretty much the Alive 2 set list with a couple of changes. But it's funny because there are Alive 2 pressings out there that say Take Me and Hooligan on it. If you're a Kiss Tard vinyl person, it's kind of like collector's items that they were error pressings that show them with Take Me and Hooligan. That was never officially released on Alive 2, obviously.
All right. So do you want to get into the dates?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what we got.
So there was a temporary hold date on July 7th. So then they go to July 8th is open it up with Cheap Trick open up. Nova Scotia, Canada, Halifax.
Yep. Now, it's funny, again, I kind of mentioned how you think at this point Kiss has taken over the world, which they did. Only 6,000 people in attendance. Now, I know it's 1977 and it's Kiss and they're still kind of rising, but a band doing 6,000 right now, I mean, you could get bands that like are barely popular doing 6,000. Yeah. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Not to mention that wasn't even a sellout.
No. Yeah. Well, by 200.
Right.
And it mentions that they presume, mind you, we're using Kurt Gooch's Kiss Alive Forever and Julian Gill's Kiss tour book.
Yes. Those are the two Bibles
references
for all tours. Yes.
Yeah. Sprinkled in with some other internet stuff we see in Wikipedia and shit. So.
Yep.
Presumably this is Ace's first time singing live.
That's right. Yep. Shock me.
Right. Shock me. Yep. So that's what we see here. Now they go on to New Brunswick, Moncton the next day, a little bigger venue there.
Yep. We're up to 9,000. So it's quite a jump. You've gone from 6,000 to 9,000 within two shows.
Next show, July 12th, Quebec. Now they jump to 12,000, capacity of 13, with Cheap Trick opening up.
Yeah, this is big right here.
And, they're playing the songs that we already mentioned to you that are in the beginning of the set list. I just love how, like, in the beginning of this set list, they're starting off like Peter is going to sing Hooligan.
Right.
Hooligan is in, like, come on. He has so many better songs. Hooligan is what Peter gets to play.
But you got to remember, they're doing what bands used to do. They're touring in support of the new album, Hooligans on Love Gun, right?
I get it.
I know.
That's 1. I Stole Your Love, Love Gun. 2, Hooligan. 3, Christine 16. 4, Shock Me. 5 songs.
Yep. Look at what they open with on this July 12th show.
Yeah, they open with Detroit Rock City and Shock Me. I Stole Your Love's in the middle.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. Then they have some more dates in Canada. Yeah, they have a couple of cancellations and temporary hold dates, like July 15th in Toronto, Kitchener too, July 15th, hold, July 25th in Victoria, Alberta, canceled. Like, some weird shit going on down there.
Yeah. On July 24th, they were at British Columbia, Canada. They played to a 12,000 people attendance. The capacity for that venue was 17,000. They played for 12,000. And one of the notes here that was kind of interesting was at this time, July 24th, 1977, Gene spent some time at the Pinewood Studios working on his solo album. Ooh. So you got to find that's interesting because that album didn't come out for another year. So while he's touring for Love Gun, he's working on solo material that won't come out for a year.
Yeah, that's him. Well, there's so many more dates here that are temporary on hold or canceled.
Yep.
You got Winnipeg, Manitoba, August 4th. The 2nd, Saskatoon. I heard it's cold up in Saskatoon, but it couldn't be colder in our bedroom. Sorry, that's a country song from the 90s. That when I hear Saskatoon, I have to think of that song. And Calgary, Alberta, another one, temporary on hold. So then they finally hit the States, August 4th, Salt Lake City, Utah. Again, yep. Cheap Trick opened up for them. Then they canceled Missoula, Montana, August 6th. Go back August 7th. Now they're in Billings, Montana.
Yep. Now, this is the first time the band was made aware that KISS was supposedly an acronym for Knights in Satan's Service.
Oh.
So this was Billings, Montana were the first time that, because of the religious groups there, they played to just under the 10,000 people capacity there in Billings, Montana. So one thing that's interesting about this tour is you can see the range and the size of venues. They're playing one night, they're playing at 6,000 people. Next night, they're playing August 12th, 1977, Seattle, Washington. They're playing in front of 15,000 people. You know, so these venues are kind of all over the place, and they are kind of relentlessly touring. I mean, very few off days. I mean, look at this. August 1st, 2nd, August 2nd, August 4th, 7th, 8th, 11th, 12th, 13th. Think of that. Think of doing this show with that few days off. It's fucking nuts.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to August 16th, 1977. You know what happened that day, my friend?
I certainly do. Go ahead.
Yeah. The worst day in music. The day Elvis died. So apparently at the sellout crowd, Paul took the mic and said, we're going to dedicate the last song to the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. Rock and roll night, party every day. How fucked up would it be in a world back then where Elvis died? No. Imagine that with social media today. Holy fuck.
Now here's the thing about this show. So this is at the Cow Palace in San Francisco. It's one of the greatest bootlegs available for this show, and I have a copy of it. And Zeus, you'll get a kick out of this. The name of the bootleg is 50 Million Kiss Fans Can't Be Wrong.
Yeah, I know.
And instead of that picture of Elvis all over the cover, it's a picture of Gene all over the cover. And inside, there's a poster of Elvis and Gene.
Wow.
As part of the bootleg. It's a very cool poster. And there's actually part of the bootleg, there's actually audio recording of the announcement of Elvis's death. So this is actually a really, really cool bootleg. I have it. I got it years ago. It's actually really good, and the sound quality is outstanding. So it's pretty cool. Here's a funny little clip, though. He's a funny little guy. Eddie Kramer, excuse me, this is from Eddie Belandis. He says, we were in San Francisco at the Cow Palace setting up for a gig. Eddie Kramer came up to me with a recorder and said, do it. So we went down to the bathroom because he was talking about doing this thing that he kind of liked to play pranks and stuff. He says, went down to the bathroom, and I recorded this thing for about 5 or 6 times. Afterwards, Kramer said, did Eddie say kiss or piss? He didn't think I enunciated kiss very well, so Gene ended up dubbing the word kiss on the Alive 2 album. So I think it's kind of funny that we're getting piss references back then. Then they go to the Celenderini in Fresno, August 17, 1977. Another great bootleg available that I have. It's awesome. Again, I Stole Your Love. So this is interesting. I want to know why the fuck Take Me and Hooligan are not on Alive 2. Why not? Why not? Why couldn't you have given me that? 2 great deep cuts. So again, they play here. Now, this is a sellout capacity here, 7,400 people. The next night or 2 nights later, they're at the San Diego Sports Arena. This is a sellout capacity just under 12,000 people. And again, Cheap Trick, which is interesting, Cheap Trick was the only band to open every show on this tour. Usually, sometimes they had bands rotating. Next, they end up in Arizona, August 21st. This was quite under capacity. They played 6,500 people. The capacity is about 9,400. This right here, the Arnie Toshner, the monitor engineer, says, quote, there was an interesting incident between Peter Criss and his drum monitor mixer, Chris the Smoother Smythe. One night during Gene's bass solo, Peter came off his drum riser and went to get some refreshments. There was always a lot of dry ice fog around the stage during his solo. There was a wall behind the riser with all the dry ice billowing up, and as Peter came off his drum riser, he ran right into Smoother, who was wearing a Darth Vader helmet and holding a makeshift lightsaber. Why? Why? It's 2 months before Halloween. What are you doing? But then again, Star Wars had literally just come out.
Yep.
So it's kind of funny. August 22nd, they moved to Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Arizona. Again, almost 14,000. And then the big one here, August 26th, the first of many shows that they do at the Forum in California, in LA. Now, this was dubbed not dubbed, but this was called the I Was There tour. Now, I have the t-shirt on that says that. It's Love Gun on the front, says I was there on the back. Obviously, I was not there. I was just 4 years old.
It's a good Dwight Yoakam song. I was there. I was there.
There we go. I like it. Like it. There's multiple box sets out there, of which I have, called I Was There, and it's a box set of all the Forum shows.
Wow.
Pretty wild. People that went there, if you were lucky enough, you could get t-shirts that said I was there. You could get buttons that said I was there. So if you have one of those, it's quite an incredible collector's item. So they did sick shows. I think it was 4 in a row, 16,000 capacity sellouts with Cheap Trick. These are some of the visuals that you have of Kiss, like on top of the fucking world right here with this tour, Zeus.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you think of Los Angeles and the Forum.
Another one that's massive, and there's videos of this on Kissology, and here comes another bootleg that I have. This is September 1st and 2nd. This is the Summit in Houston. This is huge shows because there's a lot of live recordings of this, and there's a lot of bootlegs of this. 14,000 people. Now, this is interesting, so I'm going to have to correct myself. Styx is now the opening act for them, not Cheap Trick anymore.
Yep. Yep.
Those poor people had to sit through sticks before they got to Kiss.
Stop it.
Oh, sticks blows.
Was that before Too Much Time on My Hands?
Well, at least they didn't have to listen to Mr. Roboto because that hadn't come out yet. God forgive those people. So they did 2 shows at the Summit in Houston. Again, if you haven't seen those videos, watch that. That to me is just Kiss on top of the fucking world right there. Then they continue in Texas. They're in Fort Worth at the County Convention Center. Again, sellout crowd, just under 14,000 people. Here's a little comment here. It says, at the Green Oaks Hotel, the party celebrating the end of the tour deteriorated into an enormous food fight involving the band. One of the managers recalls, quote, I remember seeing Paul starting that he was pieing Bill in the face. That doesn't sound good. We were throwing just about everything that we could grab. I had to go up and shower afterwards because I was sticky as hell. Woo!
He was drilling Bill with his salami.
September 5th, 1977, again in Fort Worth. This was the final performance of Hooligan and Take Me as they were dropped from the set.
Poor fucking Peter.
Yeah.
Peter, you're an illiterate idiot who can't read or even talk correctly and never finished school.
Why does he have to throw in like 4 insults in one set? You're an idiot. You're illiterate. You didn't finish school. Why? God. So one interesting thing here, and now that was the final date of the official final date of the Love Gun tour, was September 5th. So one thing I noticed about this, and I don't know if it's just because the band had been touring for a while and things went a little bit smoother and maybe management was paying better attention. This was kind of an uneventful tour. There wasn't a lot of dates, obviously, but a lot of our other tour reviews from early on, there seemed to be like shit going on, right? There wasn't a lot of shit going on here. The band was just like a well-oiled machine, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah, I look at it like this. It's still the iconic image that we have of the band, right?
Yeah.
This a lineup, the costumes, the stage and everything. And because then it kind of transforms into a live too. So it's almost like when we did the Spirit of 76 tour. There's more to it than that, but that's the section of that year.
Right.
Because, I mean, think about it. You have the Off the Soundboard, which comes on, which we already love. Des Moines. Yep. It's basically this, right? Mm-hmm. Without some of those songs, but it's a continuation of the Love Gun tour now into Alive 2.
Yeah. Yeah, the Alive 2 tour is much longer. And it's kind of funny to think that a band would do a tour to support a live album, but Kiss wasn't stupid.
From the album they just did.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But it was just a continuum. I mean, nothing changed. I mean, same costumes, same stage sets. The set list was pretty much the same. They just took out Take Me and Hooligan. Goddamn you, Kiss, for taking those out. Would have loved to have that. But that's the Love Gun tour. So for me personally, in retrospect, the things that stick out is the Houston at the Summit, and LA at the Forum. Those are just like legendary, monumental, iconic locations and shows. There's a lot of video out there for them. There's a lot of bootlegs, a lot of concert footage, both visually and audio of these. If you haven't seen them, if you have Kissology, you can see the Summit. YouTube, thank God, is out there. This is the band, at its peak, not to sound like a broken record, Zeus.
No, I'm just going to agree with you 100%. I think this is the pinnacle of Kiss at its stardom.
Yep.
And it's a fun era to go through and look at. There's so much of this stuff that's iconic that we still just have buried in our head, in our memories. So,
Yep.
Tom, what we do next is we go through all the stuff that we talked about, which is the costumes, the set list, the actual stage, and we compare it to the previous ones.
Yep.
All right. So costumes, Tom, do you want to tell everybody what you ranked your costumes in the past?
Yep. So we've done 10 tours previously. So this is our 11th tour. Okay. So costume wise, number 10, I have the Hit and Run tour, Lick It Up, Animalize, Hot in the Shade, World Domination, Hottest Show on Earth, Freedom to Rock, Hotter Than Hell, Dress to Kill, Spirit of 76. I'm just going to save you the time and energy here because Love Gun will go at number 1. Zeus, you want to tell us what you got here for yours?
Sure. Mine is starting from 10 to 1. Hit and Run, Animalize, Lick It Up, Hot in the Shade, World Domination, Freedom of Rock, Hottest Show on Earth, Hotter Than Hell, Dress to Kill, Spirit of 76. I'm going with number 2.
Number 2.
It's the same thing, Tom. We have this discussion all the time. You're either a Love Gun guy or you're a Destroyer guy. And that goes for the album, that goes for the tour, that goes for the costumes.
I agree.
I'm a Destroyer guy. You're a Love Gun guy.
That's right.
We each have a right to our opinion. Nobody's right. Nobody's wrong.
100%. Yep.
So let's go to stage rank now. This ought to be interesting.
Okay. Number 10 for me, Animalize. Then we go to Hit and Run, World Domination, Hottest Show on Earth, Freedom to Rock, Hotter Than Hell, Dress to Kill, Lick It Up, Spirit of 76, Hot in the Shade. And of course, Love Gun's going number 1 again. Although I will say this, that Hot in the Shade stage with Leon the Sphinx.
Really?
I love that. I fucking, probably because I saw it too, but I just love that. The way the eyes lit up and the mouth opened. So cool.
Really? Wow. I'm surprised, man.
Yep.
All right. So for me, I had 10 to 1. Hit and Run Tour, Animalize Tour, World Domination, Hottest Show on Earth, Hotter Than Hell, Dress to Kill, Freedom of Rock, Lick It Up, Hot in the Shade, Spirit of 76.
Do it.
I'm going to say Love Gun is number 1.
There you go. That's the right answer.
It's just it builds upon Destroyer. I mean, it's just better. Okay.
Yep.
Not that there's anything wrong with Destroyer. It's number 2 for me. So,
yep.
All right, Tom, let's go to the set list, which ought to be interesting.
Okay. So set lists for me, number 10, again, this poor Hit and Run tour. Hit and Run, World Domination, Hotter Than Hell, Dress to Kill, Freedom to Rock, Hottest Show on Earth, Lick It Up, Animalize, Spirit of 76, Hot in the Shade. Now, this is very difficult for me because this is a very Love Gun heavy set list, right?
5 songs.
But Hot in the Shade also includes stuff like Fits Like a Glove and a couple more classic era songs, right? So this is tough. This is just very tough for me, and I've been kind of flopping back and forth on what I'm going to pick. But because Hot in the Shade offers a wider variety from their catalog, including songs I like from Love Gun, I'm going to put the Love Gun set list at number 2.
Wow, you still stay with Hot in the Shade.
Yes.
Wow, I am shocked.
Yep. Only because look at what I get on Hot in the Shade, okay? I'm still getting I Stole Your Life, but I'm getting Deuce. I'm getting Heaven's on Fire. I'm getting Strutter. I'm getting Rise to It, Fits Like a Glove, Hide Your Heart. I'm getting Tears Are Falling. I'm getting a wider catalog from it, including songs that I love. I'm not getting enough from Love Gun. I'm just getting more from the band itself.
No, I understand.
So, it's tough. It's tough.
All right. For me, going from 10 to 1, World Domination, Freedom of Rock, Hottest Show on Earth, Hit and Run, Hot in the Shade, Animalize, Lick It Up, Hotter Than Hell, Dress to Kill, Spirit of 76. I am putting Love Gun at number 5.
Ooh, okay. Same reason, not enough variety.
I know these songs. I know all the live versions of these songs.
Yeah.
I do like the fact that there's a Take Me and there's a Hooligan.
Yep.
Even those are not my favorite songs. So I'm like,
plus they wipe out the first 3 albums pretty much on the set list.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still sticking with Spirit of 76 as number 1, Dress to Kill, Hotter Than Hell, then Lick It Up. But this is an amazing tour, which we go to last. Our last thing. Overall.
Yep.
Tour.
Okay, overall. Number 10, World Domination. Number 9, Hit and Run. Hottest Show on Earth, Freedom to Rock, Lick It Up, Animalize, Hotter Than Hell, Hot in the Shade, Spirit of 76, Dress to Kill. This is a no-brainer. The easiest number 1 pick I've ever had is the Love Gun tour at number 1.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Wow. Just everything about it, just too perfect. Yep.
Oh, wow. Well, All right. So for me, starting from 10 to 1, I go World Domination, Freedom of Rock, Hottest Show on Earth, Hit and Run Tour. I can't believe that's not last, but Hot in the Shade, Animalized, Lick It Up, Hotter Than Hell, Dress to Kill, 76. I'm putting Love Gun at 5 again.
Okay.
Spirit of 76. It's going to be tough to beat. Dress to Kill for its rawness and Hotter Than Hell as well. Raw, scary Kiss, right?
Yep.
Deep cut Kiss. Lick It Up because of that era and Vinny, just something different. And then you get Love Gun because the classic stuff that we all know and love. So, but this was an amazing tour. And, it's one of those things that why couldn't Kiss do that in the last 4 or 5 tours they did? Switch it up.
I know.
They're basically all the same.
Yep. I agree. It's tough. It's very tough.
All right, Tom. Now we go to this, Tom.
Hey, what is this, 20 fucking questions?
That's right. Question of the week time. This comes from our good buddy, moving on, 2660850. He simply says, people talking about Paul not being able to sing anymore. What tour would you say that Paul started to lose it?
Probably Sonic Boom era.
That late?
Yeah. You thought, no, to the point where he's really struggling. Really struggling, where you notice he's not Paul Stanley from Kiss Unplugged.
You can even notice it on the recordings of Sonic Boom itself. There are some higher notes. Like if you go listen to, I know you don't like this song, but if you listen to Dangerous on Sonic Boom, there are some higher notes where I'm like, that's not, Paul Stanley would have hit those. He's not really hitting those. Now, I'm not going to lie. I didn't see a lot of Kiss during that era. I
have the Sonic Boom CDs.
Yeah.
I got a couple of bootlegs, Sonic Boom over Europe.
Yeah.
Shows. You can kind of pick it up there.
So you had the reunion tour in 96, right? Okay. Then you had Psycho Circus. Paul still sounded pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they started doing those little half-ass tours with no new music. And then when Sonic Boom came out, I think you were like, ooh, maybe this is why they haven't toured in a while. Or maybe this is why they haven't done anything in a while.
Here's how I look at it. He was okay when he did his one live Last Kiss thing, remember?
Yeah, because he didn't have to sing loudly. He was in a club.
No, but he was okay, and that album Live to Win and stuff. You weren't noticing problems with him singing.
No, I agree. Well, there's a couple things on Live to Win. Again, the higher register stuff where he was struggling.
I think it wasn't like he's certain. Yeah, he's not going to be prime Paul Stanley, but he was still really good. I don't think you really noticed it. So I would say Sonic Boom is when you start noticing a little bit of it.
I think that's fair. I would agree with you there. Yeah, that I think I feel the same. Yep. Hey, great question, buddy. Appreciate that. Always appreciate your support. I love when you tag us on stuff and on Twitter and comments. And when you see Kiss related stuff, you always think of Shout Out Loudcast. So thank you for that. And of course, thank you for the question, my friend.
Yeah, Tom, what we do next is you tell people where they can find us.
Yep. So always go to our website, shoutitoutloudcast.com. That's where you can find everything related to the show, all the episodes, all the links to our book, Raise Your Glasses, links to our brand new merch page, which we love. And we love seeing people take pictures and share that. Click on that link. Printify is the website now. Incredible items there. Holidays are coming up soon, if you can believe it. We're already in October. So get that person that you love a Shout It Out Loudcast snow globe and Christmas ornament, okay? Tons more to choose from there, too. And, of course, all the links to our social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Threads, Blue Sky, blah, 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 whatever those things are called. And, of course, our email, shoutitoutloudcast@gmail.com. We read a question every week. Best way to get that to us is via email, but like our friend this week, he did it on Twitter. So however you want to communicate with us, we will take it. Just send us a question, and we love when you do that. And, of course, we always like to say that we're a proud member of the Pantheon Podcast Network of shows.
And I'm pretty sure I got a Grammy.
You can always DM us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, TikTok, motherfucker. Check out our Spotify playlist. You go to our profile, not the podcast, and you can see playlists that Tom has created for you. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, which has grown tremendously thanks to Daryl Albert and his great help on setting up those reels and shorts, which are fucking tremendous.
Yes.
And give us one of those 5-star child reviews on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Facebook, on Amazon. You can give us a 5-star review for our still selling book, Raise Your Glasses. Still doing well. Thank you, Kiss fans out there, for purchasing it.
Yep.
And you can always go to our website. And like Tom said, you can pick up merch. You can look at our reviews. You can look at our episodes. You can look at our friends and check out their stuff. All at shoutitoutloudcast.com, shoutitoutloudcast.com. Tom, we always like to end on famous last words. Do you have any?
Oh, I certainly do. My mama, she said I was a black sheep. My baby, she said I was a creep. And I'm oh so sad. I'm oh so bad. So sad, but it's true. Baby, what can I do?
You can act like a man.
That's also true.
Baby got to know. Do you want to go? How you gonna make me feel? I said, wow, baby. You make me feel, yeah. I said, oh, baby, you make me feel,
Oh, my God almighty. What's wrong with us?
Kiss Army, Loudcasters, Tom, thank you.
Guys, you're the best. Thank you for everything. Loudcasters, Love Gun Tards, 55 Chevy on a 35 Chevy Tards. And Zeus, as always, my friend, thank you.
Peace out, Girl Scout. Hit the music. What I'd like now is for all you fat, out of shape, worldwide kiss tards to keep the noise down while I show your ladies what a real sexy man looks like.
Listen, all you people out there sitting on rented furniture, settle down.
Cut the music. Anybody seen Richie? Anybody know why Richie did Bobby Lupo?